Welcome to my channel, Ana Lana. This is the part 2 of the tutorial where we are going to learn how to make the pockets, the collar, and the buttonholes, and many other details. Okay, so this is what I have left, 2 skeins of yarn, so I hope it's going to be enough. Otherwise, I have to use a different color. So in the meantime, we are going to start with the waistband. We will be using a crochet hook of 5 millimeters, and we are going to start with the right side panel. So at the bottom, we are going to insert the hook, and we are going to be pulling the yarn, and we are going to crochet 12 chains. So this band is going to be made in crochet. Okay, so I finished 12 chains and now I turn and I locate the little belly and make a single crochet and another single crochet, and I will go down with a total of 11 single crochets. So I am now next to the base and I want to attach this row. So I'm going to make a slip stitch in the next point, and now in the next space another slip stitch. I'm not going to be really skipping too many spaces because I want it to be straight, and this is the direction of the waistband, and I don't want to be too stretchy. So it's going to be just straight. So I'm going to go up using the outside loop, and then I'm going to be doing single crochets in each outside loop. So I'm going to end up with 11 single crochets going up. So here in the last point, I'm going to go through the whole point, through the whole stitch using 2 loops, and then pull the yarn, make a single crochet, and chain 1. Turn the work, and I'm going to continue going down using the outside loop, making a single crochet, outside loop, making a single crochet. Okay, so again, we are coming down and I'm going to give you a tip. This is in order to avoid the waistband to get too wavy, because it's going to be doing it every single space at the base. We are going to leave one space to skip it once in a while. Okay, so here we are skipping one, do a slip stitch, and again we are going to skip one and do slip stitch. That way is going to keep the waistband straight, no wavy, not too stretchy. All right, so this is the key. And now we are going to go up using again the outside loop. So I'm here at the very end of the waistband and I'm making the very last row, and this is just the last single crochets, and here I am. This is the very last one, and one more, a slip stitch, and now it's fine. I will be just cutting the yarn and I'm done. So now that we finished the waistband, now we are going to continue with the neck. We are going to do a little band around the neck. So this neck, this collar is going to be around 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, and it's going to be very easy. And we are going to start doing a slip knot. And now on the right side, we are going just to pull the yarn. And with this, we are going just to do 5 chains. So turn, and I will locate the little belly, the first one, and I'm going to pull the yarn and make a single crochet, and I'm going to go down making a total of 4 single crochets. Once I finish the 4 single crochets, I'm going to, on the next space at the bottom, I'm going to do a slip stitch, and in the next space another slip stitch. So it's the same process we used to do the waistband. So now we turn the work and we are going to go up, taking again the outside loop. So we are going to be making 4 single crochets. And when we get to the last one, we are going to go through the whole stitch, through the whole point, and we will do a single crochet. Then we'll do a chain, and then we are going to return again using the outside loop, doing single crochets. So now we get to the base and we are going to do a slip stitch again. So now we are ready to go up and start doing single crochets using the outside loop. And we are going to be repeating this method through the whole opening of the neck. Okay, so I am at the end of the collar and I am going to be knitting the last 4 single crochets. And then when we get to the very last one, remember we will be passing it through the whole point. We will be just doing 1 chain. Okay, so this sweater is going to have buttons, and we are going to start with the part where the buttonholes are going to be formed. I tell you, it took me a lot of tries in different ways. So now this is the easiest way that I could find. And let me just show you, I'm going just to be working on the right panel. And in the very first stitch, we are going to join the yarn and make a chain. Then now in the next space, this is a little bit tight because it's the very last stitch from the other side, we are going to have a single crochet. Then we are going to chain 3. This is the third one, and we just measure it, and it's going to be about the length of the collar. So we are going just to put it here. So that's when we turn, and in there we are going to be doing a single crochet. You see? Okay, next we chain 2, and now you see this is the row where we made it in the reverse. We made it as a purl. We are going to put there a single crochet, chain 2, and again in the division of the group right there we are going to make a single crochet, chain 2. So every time where the group ends we are going to make a single crochet here, here, here. So we are going to continue doing that for the rest of the in that part of the sweater. So here I am getting at the end by the waistband, and I'm going to do 2 chains. Then I measure, you see, and here I make 1 single crochet, and then 2 chains, and again I measure. So over here I do a single crochet, and now to finalize I'll make another single crochet just to make things firmer. And now I'm just going to do a chain. Well, and I made the mistake of cutting the yarn. I was still experimenting on how to do it. So I will recommend not to cut the yarn if you can. Just keep it like that, and you will be just starting the second row from the bottom part. But bottom line, the design is going to be the same. So in my case, I'm going to start it from the top because again, I was experimenting and this is the way that I started. So I'm going to be pulling the yarn using the crochet hook in the very first space. So even if you start from the bottom and you haven't cut the yarn, you are going to just do 1 chain and then 2 single crochets in the next 2 spaces. Oh, I'll be fixing this space. I don't like it, but I'll be fixing it at the end. Then I will just chain 4 chains and I'll measure it just to see where it falls. Please ignore the markers. I was just trying to figure out where the buttons can go. Okay, so now that we see the length, let me just try to see, and this button, it fits. Okay, so then I'm going just to continue doing 4 single crochets. One, this is 2, then 3, and then 4 in the spaces, and then I will do 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again, so I measure. I will be making the first single crochet here, you see, and this is the way that is going to continue, and I will do 4 single crochets. Okay, so I am knitting my last stitches, and I'm here waistband, and I'm doing my last 4 single crochets, and that's it. So now a chain, and we turn the work, and we are going to start with row number 3, and I'm going to continue doing all single crochets through the whole row. And every time that we get to the space that represents the buttonhole, we are going to make 3 single crochets. Okay, so in the buttonhole space, 3 single crochets, and then we continue 1 single crochet on each space at the base. So the only difference is that we have to pay attention when we get to the buttonhole, and there we will be just making 3 single crochets using this space. You see, 1, 2, and 3. And then you continue knitting 1 single crochet on each space at the bottom. I like to try on the buttons just to make sure that they go through. This button size is 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch, and is okay. I'm also going to be using a bigger one, and still it will fit because remember, buttonholes, they stretch. However, if you are going to use smaller buttons, just make less chains for the space. So here I'm finishing row number 3, and I'm going to be making my last single crochets. So now I'm going to just to chain 1, and I'm going to turn the work, and we are going to start row number 4. So now we are going to make 3 single crochets, and after that we are going to knit 4 chains, and in the 5th space we are going to do our first single crochet. And only in this section I will make 6 single crochets because I want to do the single crochets on top of the buttonhole, right? This will make it firmer, and then I will go with 4 chains next to it, and in the 5th space I will do a single crochet, and I'll continue doing a total of 4 single crochets. So I will make 6 single crochets just to change a little bit the order of the buttonholes. But both rows are going to have buttonholes, and you can fit a button in any of the 2 rows. So we are getting at the end of row number 4, and these are my last single crochets. So this is the last one. Okay, and then now I'm going to chain 1, turn the work, and we will start row number 5. So I'm going to put a single crochet in the next space so it doesn't look so square, and then I'm going to continue making a total of 5 single crochets because I want the single crochets to cover the buttonhole, you see. And now 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and again on the fifth space I'm going to be doing a single crochet, you see, and now another single crochet, so a total of 4 single crochets. So this is 2, 3, and 4, so 1 single crochet on each space, and then 4 chains, and again on the fifth space we are going to make a single crochet, and we are going to continue doing this through the whole row. Okay, so we are at the end of row number 5. We chain 1, we turn the work, and we are going to start with row number 6. This is easy. It's going to be all single crochets all across the row. And this is how it looks right now. Okay, so this is the end of this row, and now basically we are done with this border, and we just can cut the yarn. And look at this, we have buttonholes in 2 rows, so we will be able to fit the buttons wherever we want. And in these spaces you can even try a larger buttons, like about 3 centimeters, but it's very nice. Okay, so now we are going to be working on the left panel. This is where we are going to be attaching the buttons. So let me insert the yarn, and then I'm going to do 2 chains. Then I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to start doing double crochets. Okay, so for the part of the collar, we just do double crochets in the spaces we see. And then for the rest of the body, this is my technique. On the reverse row, we just do a double crochet, and then in the middle of the group we make another double crochet, and at the end, you see where is another purl row, we make another double crochet. So again, this is the purl row, we just make a double crochet. Now the center of the group, double crochet, and again in the one that is reversed, a double crochet, and we are going to continue like that all the way, and it's going to look even, you see, like this way. So now I'm getting to the end of the row, and this is my last double crochet. So now chain, and we turn the work, and the row number 2 is going to be all single crochets. So in the first space, a single crochet, and we are going to follow everything with single crochets. I am at the end of row number 2. So I am here by the collar, and I want to make a soft corner. So I pull one loop, and then on the very last one, I will pull another loop and knit the 3 loops together, and then 1 chain. Now turn the work, and I'm going to start row number 3. First space, 1 single crochet, and then I'll continue making single crochets all the way down. And I'm here finalizing this last row with single crochets, and then I make a chain and just pull the yarn and cut it. And I am done with this. All right, so we are done with the borders. This one we did 3 rows, and in the right side we did 6 rows. It looks very nice. I think it's kind of original. And the good thing is, besides that it looks very pretty, you can use either space, the one that is in the outside or the one that is in the inside. Um, you can adjust the buttons. You can use larger buttons because it will stretch, and anyway, just practice and experiment. And we are going to finalize with the pockets. They are very easy to make. They are going to be knitted, and they are 14 by 13 centimeters. And we are just going to start with 20 chains, but then we are going to continue using 2 needles. So we already have the 20 chains, and now we are going to be using the straight needle to pull to pull the yarn through each space. So we are going to end up with 20 stitches. So now we already have the 20 stitches and row number 1, purl. We are going to make it all in reverse. So we turn the work, and this is row number 2, and we will knit all the stitches. So we just finished row number 2. So we turn the work, and no, row number 3 is going to be all purl. So basically we are doing the jersey stitch. So we just finished knitting 3 rows in the jersey stitch, and now we are going to make the row that is going to be the contrast row, and this is going to be in reverse purl. So this is going to be the same pattern that we use for the sweater. So we already finished this row that makes the contrast, and we are going to continue knitting. So in total, we are going to make a total of 8 groups to form the pocket. So we are done with the 8 groups. Now, just to end, I'm going just to make a border, and I just want to purl 2 rows. So this was one, I turn the work, and I will purl the second row. So I will be knitting 2 rows in reverse just to make a border. Okay, so I am done with the 2 rows in reverse. So now I am going to be closing the stitches. So again, I'm going to do it in the reverse, purl. So I'm going to pull one and purl, and then the first loop over the second loop. So again, purl, and take the first loop over the second loop. And I'm going to close the 20 stitches. Okay, so I just finished one packet, and I'm going to continue doing the second packet. I'm going just to pull a string long enough that is going to help me to join the pocket to the sweater. Okay, so now I'm just deciding on how to put these packets, if I am going to do them straight, but they look very traditional, and somehow I just want to change the style. So I'm just trying to figure out if I can do it like this, a little bit in diagonal, and I think I'm going to choose this style. So I'm going just to attach it with a marker here at the bottom, and then I'm just going to count the groups. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the fifth one, I'm going just to put there the marker, so they will look more or less the same. So just remember, nothing has to be exact of what I'm telling you. You can try your way, and it will look very nice. So now I'm going to count also from the one, just to see how high I'm going to put this. So basically, I'm going to be counting 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will be putting it in there. And also the border that I just finished is there at the top. And right now I'm going just to take a tapestry needle, and with the yarn that is attached, I'm going to start joining them, try to make the stitches kind of close. So if you have a pen, it's not going to go through. Okay, my friends, so this is the end of the part 2 of this tutorial. I hope you are going to be able to finish a beautiful sweater like this. It's not going to be identical because remember, even if I try, nothing will be the same. So just try to improvise when things are not working, and you will see it's a great therapy to be knitting. So bottom line, I hope you really enjoyed the tutorial. Please remember to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done so, because you will be able to get notifications of my next videos. Okay, so I hope to see you very soon in my channel, Ana Lana. Thank you.